The Revit Issues add-on for BIM360 can be found in your Autodesk account. Navigating to manage.autodesk.com, you can sign in with your Autodesk ID and password. Within your Autodesk account, select All Products and Services. Once inside the Products and Services page, navigate and find the Revit tile. Expanding this, we can then view the Download section for Revit 2021 and also Revit 2020. Within the Revit tile, select the Updates and Add-ons section. This will then show all the latest updates for Revit. You will see at the top of the list the Issues add-on for Revit 2020 and also the Issues add-on for Revit 2021. Selecting the Browser Download option will download the executable. Ensure that you have disabled pop-up blockers before you download. Select Start Download and this will download the installation file. Once the file is downloaded successfully, select it to install the Revit Issues add-on. Once you've installed the add-on, this will then add the Issues tab to your Revit environment. As the module leader within BIM360, I can open up the student's model and review the content. Within this environment, I can start to create issues against design-based options within the model. Here I'm going to raise an issue against this window and ask the student to remove it from the design process. Selecting the Issues tab from the navigation panel, I can now create an issue. Using the push pin to add the location, I can then fill out the title regarding the issue. I can then assign this issue to the student in question. I can choose a due date for when it needs to be completed, add location details, the owner and root cause if known, and I can also add a description. Selecting the Create button will create the issue and assign it to the student. I can also start to create issues from within the 2D sheets as well. Selecting the model again, choosing the 2D sheets option, I can review the ground floor plan. Here I'm going to select a door and place an issue within exam room 1-2. Selecting the Issues tab again, I can now create issue. Selecting the Place Push pin, I can place it on the door. Here I'm going to ask the student to switch the door swing. Choose the Assign To drop down, I can then assign it to the student. Again, I can choose a due date for completion, add location, owner, root cause and a description as required. Selecting the Create button to complete the process of creating the issue. Both of these issues have now been assigned to the student. Acting as the student, we can now open up our work shared model. Selecting the model from the home screen in Revit, we can now review the issues within this Revit project. Once open, we must open up the default 3D view. Selecting our 3D view, we can now open up the standard 3D view within the Revit project. Here I'm going to set the visual style to shaded. Next, we can go to the Issues tab and select the Manage Issues command. This will then open up the Issues tab. Hovering around the model, you will see the push pins are placed to represent the issues. We can toggle the radio button on the Issues panel to display these push pins or not. Next, we can begin the process of reviewing these issues. Selecting the issue in the panel will then show all the issue detail. Based on the issue command, it's asking me to remove the window. For this instance, I'm going to turn off to the push pin, then select my window and then delete it from my view. Next, I can update the issue status. Selecting the drop down, I'm going to change this to answered. Here I can add a comment and select done to update the issue. Next, I'm going to choose the back button. Here I can now select issue number 3. You will see that this issue number 3 is only associated with the 2D view. Here I'm going to select my 2D ground floor plan, go in and look at my issue and then change it accordingly. Here I'm going to switch the door swing and then I'm going to update the issue. Select answered and again add a comment. Once the comment is added, I can now select done to update the issue. Once I've made all the required changes, I can now select collaborate and synchronize with Central to update the model. Once we've synchronized with Central, we can now go to Publish Settings and create a published set of information. Here I'm going to duplicate Work in Progress Issue 1 and create a work in progress issue 2. Selecting the tick box on, I can now include the information that I wish to include within this set. Here I'm going to go with the default information that was part of issue number 1, select Save and Close. I can now publish this settings with the changes up to BIM360. Selecting Manage Cloud Models, I can now select my project from the list of cloud models. Here I'm selecting University Name 2021 Project, and I'm now going to publish these changes. Selecting the Publish Latest option, I can now publish these changes. I may close this window as the file will automatically publish in the background. Selecting Ctrl D on the keypad will take me back to Revit Home. You will now see that the file is processing and publishing up to BIM360. Acting as the module leader, I can now open up this project within BIM360. Selecting the file, I can now review it within the BIM360 viewer. Selecting the Issues panel will reveal that both issues have now been updated. Selecting issue number 2, I can now review and see that the window has now been removed. I can select the status drop down and now change it to closed. I can add a comment where necessary, then select Done once complete. I can now select the back button and review issue number 3. Here you will see that this issue is linked to the door swing, which again has been changed and updated. Selecting the drop down, I can now choose Closed. I can add a comment where necessary, then select Done to complete the process. We've now been able to create issues within BIM360 and then have the student update and adjust their model based on these issues direct from in the Revit environment. We've then synchronized changes and updated the issues back within BIM360.